everyone. How's it going?
Yo, what's up?
Hey, Aaron. How's you doing?
I'm good, Evan. How are you doing?
Nice. Hey, guys.
Nice cactus shirt.
I love my cactus shirt. It's like my banana shirt.
So if you welcome to Permission to Game, Aaron, Evan. If you like what we're doing, be sure to like, subscribe,
Smash that bell.
smash the bell.
You want those subscriptions.
Just smash that thing like an old banana. Just smash it,
Right.
like that.
Just like my shirt.
Check it out. So today's episode, I think you're gonna love. We are talking
N64
is it
in
relevant
2020.
today?
Is it relevant?
N64 2020.
Right.
That sounds like a newsworthy type episode.
Yeah, totally. I think
Awesome.
it is. But I also got a special treat for everyone too in a little bit.
This is going to be fun. So you want to check this out. Evan's got a special treat. You're going to wonder what's in the box. And big shout out to our studio sponsor, ourcommunitynow.com, and our sponsors for helping us level up, Pin Business Network. We've unlocked HD cameras, cool lights and stuff. Obviously,
now.
our personalities have not upgraded much since the first couple episodes.
We're still missing pants.
Big shout out to... That's disgusting. Goodness gracious.
Remember,
I should not
we're
have
waiting for
looked.
that sponsor to be able to pay us.
You got
for
like
pants.
this Walter White thing going on here with the fruit of the looms. But thank you, Pin Business Network and ourcommunitynow.com for hooking us up, giving us a place to do these episodes and kind of run amok here with technology. Yeah, awesome. So, Evan, N64,
So-
is it relevant today? What are we doing?
Before we get into the relevancy of N64, because I love my N64 even today,
I'm totally jealous.
but again, I
that you
hate it at the
have-
same time, and I want to talk
You
about
have
both.
all this whole setup.
I do, and this
You
is
got
my
four
setup.
controller? Do you have more than 4 controllers?
Where did the other one go?
I don't know. Where is it? Where's Rasta?
I think I left it out in the
Evan's
hall. That's my
Evan's
bad. Well, don't
Hey
worry
Mon
about it.
controller. But anyway, you got all these cool controllers. You got a nice stack of games.
I wish it
Little-
was
little
more.
jelly.
Eventually,
here.
I'll get a little bit more. Like
all
right. Like our last video, I've had a bunch of these.
So if you guys are
there's my
feeling
controller.
generous, donate
Yay.
your Nintendo 64 games to Evan. You can
Right.
write it off for charity. I'm
We'll
sure.
play
right?
it. It'll be awesome.
We'll play it.
Do
yes.
some reviews.
We
So
will play your
This
video
is my.
games.
I guess you're calling it the Rasta controller. Like I said in the last
Doesn't
video.
it look like it should be yelling "Hey Mon" and Sandals Jamaica?
Yeah, man.
No, yeah, man.
So it's made from a 3 controller. I can't do
that-
accents at all. So if you notice, the actual controller base, this part is gray because I started as a gray controller. And as
like
things
a
broke and wore out, I just
monster.
started modding things. And this is like 12, 13 years old. I'm messing with stuff even then. And now today, you guys have seen that episode where I made that clear controller. I just love messing with
Your
stuff.
controller is older than most of our viewers.
Yeah, actually, it is probably.
Did I
anyways.
detract you from your train of thought?
You did. No,
Oh,
no, I'm
no.
knocking games over. Oh, no. So I actually got a surprise for everyone. So I decided it would be fun to go on the
Why?
interwebs and do something stupid.
The interwebs.
Yeah, the interwebs. So
Is
I'm
this
like,
black market?
no, this is
website?
legit. I went on
Okay.
those, those marketplace sites, and I was like, I'm gonna buy an N64.
Was this Facebook Marketplace?
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy an N64 sight unseen. Just have pictures. That's it.
Dude,
I'm
you
gonna
are
buy
brave.
it.
You're
It's in a
brave.
box next to me. We're gonna open it up. We're gonna explore what we got, what we paid for, and then we're gonna give it away to one of you lucky people.
So real quick, let me do this. I'm gonna go on Facebook Marketplace real quick.
Oh,
and
no.
Let's take a look, like what's out there for Nintendo 64.
So while he's doing that,
Do you do N64 or just
just
Nintendo?
an N64. That's all I did. So check the description below. I'm going to put a link down there for everyone to go and sign up to win this.
Oh my
Super simple. Just watch our
gosh.
video, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Fill out your info, and I will contact you. Now, I did not spend $120 on this at all.
Look at that. There's
So maybe that's going to say something about it.
$450
That's a lot of
N64
games.
games asked for prices. Like there are oh my gosh, there's so
So
many
check-
listings on here.
Check this out. Here you go. Look.
What
Like
the-
the box is even kind of damaged, too. So they it looks like
like
they put
a-
it in a box with like...
The box here says 3-pack kids tubular clip hangers.
Well,
white.
apparently this was a dad getting rid of his old
tubular.
stuff.
That's
So-
tubular, dude.
Here's the yeah, I'm a little worried. This is making me nervous.
So Evan hasn't opened this yet.
No.
We're gonna do an unboxing of a Facebook Marketplace find.
Do you have your keys with you?
Yeah.
I don't have a knife or anything.
I got a couple keys.
My
here.
key is a flip key.
Use
It
one
doesn't
that
work.
looks a little sharper.
Yeah, here we go. Hold on, let's open this
You
up.
use that America key.
America.
That's America key. Oh man,
There's
don't
nothing-
you just love a good unboxing? I
Right.
do.
I'm a little nervous about this. Are you nervous?
I'm not nervous because I didn't spend any money on this.
You're right. I
I'm
did spend money.
Okay, I'm
Here's
nervous.
your America key.
I'm nervous for you.
All right, here we go. So open
Hey,
this
at
in the
least
middle.
it's packaged nicely.
Yeah, it looks like it is.
Oh, there's a controller. nice paper.
So throw that on the floor behind me. I don't need all this stuff.
Okay,
All right, here you go.
at least there's something in there, right? That looks
so
like a
you guys can
Nintendo
see this in the
64.
camera, right? So it looks like we got a black controller. Oh my gosh, dude, feel the slop on this
see this.
joystick. Holy crap! It's got the power
like, kinda
brick.
crackles a
Power
bit.
brick's a little dirty. I don't even know what to say. Like, this kind of hurts my soul a little bit because all of my stuff I try to keep clean. It's a little
At
dusty.
least it says Nintendo.
I mean, hey, this AV cable's actually in good shape.
Do you think this
Mine's pretty trash?
joystick still works? Dude, this thing is like
I don't know, dude. Look at it. It's like floppy.
dude.
Oh my
Sloppy
goodness.
Joe, man.
Okay, let me get rid of this box. It's kind of in the way.
Ew.
All right, so
What's on there? It's like gravy, dried gravy or
I
something.
wish you guys could see this. This is
know if you can-
disgusting.
I don't know if you can
This
see
is
that.
like kid goober.
Where
I don't
should
even
put it. Look at this thing. I don't
Can
know
you
if
guys see
can
that? That is gross. It's like someone picked their nose, ate a Dorito,
Well, I mean,
mixed with.
you know it's tough, especially when you got kids. This is probably why I don't have any of my systems I grew up with. But there's like, dude, this is gonna need some alcohol swabs or something. Okay.
What? A broken expansion door? Holy smokes!
Okay,
well,
what's in
at
there?
least we
Okay.
know it doesn't have the expansion pack,
Okay, it's got the original expansion,
and it's still
pack.
got the tape on it,
Well,
so
that's a
nobody's
good
ever messed
sign.
with that. But
That's a good sign.
obviously that's broken, so somebody did try to take it off.
Oh, you know what? That looks pretty clean
In there's clean.
inside. Yeah,
It's
Doesn't
not
look
bad.
No,
Yeah, there's a little bit of hair. in
dude.
there.
Honestly, you are a brave man
This
for
isn't horrible, but it's dirtier than I would
going
have
into the
expected.
dark depths of the Facebook Marketplace to buy an old system. How old is the Nintendo
Look,
64?
you can even see where it's like rubbed against a wall. Like there's some paint on it
Dude,
still.
when did this thing come out? Was it like 96, 97?
Something like that, yeah.
Because I think Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, that was like, man, I was in middle school maybe, 7th or 8th grade.
That was the game to play. I've
That
got
was
it
like
over here.
97?
Nah, it's Smash.
Almost.
There,
you go.
Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time.
You didn't have the gold cartridge?
So June
1996?
96 is when this
Yeah.
all launched. I believe
Oh, man.
Zelda did not launch with it initially. It came out a
Came
year
out the
later.
the next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like that
97.
big push. But that, again, the Zelda was kind of what made the 64 take off.
Launch
But
was Super Mario 64, obviously.
at least everything's here. And the guy said it works. And now I'm kind of nervous. The picture showed it working, but it didn't come with the game. We don't have, I mean, I can't really plug into this TV. But so everything's here.
Well, at least it's got all the stuff.
I'm going to clean it up. I think I'm going to clean it up. Does that
Yeah.
sound good? I'll clean it
Clean
up,
it
make
up.
it look presentable.
What are you going to do with it?
I'm going to give it away to one of you lucky people. This is pretty sweet. We spent some of our hard-earned or not very hard-earned money on this.
This is
and
a self-funded passion project.
yes, we love this.
Yeah.
And I apologize for the broken door.
What are you gonna do with this?
But it's character.
Wobbly.
That's character.
Okay, it's got character. I'm sure.
I'm
it
sure
works,
it still
man.
works. It's just not.
It still work.
It's not. Look
this
at
is
okay.
the.
So this is an old control. This is from when I was a kid. Look how stiff that stick is. Nice. It does what it needs to.
Yeah, it does.
No flop. It goes right back to the middle.
That's what she said. It's
Now,
so floppy.
you can buy replacements, and they
Yeah.
work, but the problem is the way I've done replacements before. The problem with how those operate is the way it's sensing it, and it's not as fine tuned as the original one. So it's best to find an original or to go with.
Dude, this really surprised me. Like the fact that you had this unopened box that you just grabbed from some.
I thought it'd be fun.
I
thought it was
like
fun.
it. I
And
think it's really cool.
and I did not pay a lot for it, so maybe I get what
dude,
I paid
I've
for.
done
But
some
it's
thrift store.
It's cool.
My
at least
Wii,
the bottom extension port's still
Okay.
here. I've seen it where these covers
so you
are
can
gone.
plug in your. Is it the Game Boy adapter that goes in the bottom?
No,
or the hard drive.
That was the special disk drive they were working on.
disk drive.
That you can still find out there. They launched them in Japan for a very short period of time, but they didn't finish, and they never got it here in the States. It's pretty cool. There's like 0 games for it, but
Hear
if
that?
you can own one
Listen
and have
to
a complete
this.
console, it's pretty
This
sweet.
sounds like my grandpa's knee. Or a rocking chair.
Rocking chair, yeah.
This N64 power adapter, it sounds like a rocking chair, like an old man on a porch looking over his field and drinking sweet tea.
So speaking of power adapters, that's one thing Nintendo. I mean, even how awfully big
go
that
in
is.
there?
Is it in?
Yeah, it's
it didn't
in.
snap, but it
It didn't snap, but
nice and
it's
tight.
stuck now.
like Nintendo admitted that they have crappy, ugly power adapters, but at least they made it work. Where Xbox doesn't seem to figure that out.
Well, the new ones don't have.
The new ones are
power
built in,
adapters.
but like the one,
I got that
what
giant,
the heck happened with the
dude,
one?
I've got that giant brick. I've got the OG granddad Xbox One. You know that I brought in.
The one
a
with
couple
all the
episodes
problems.
ago. It has no problems, thank you. Mine
Junk.
has 0 problems. My Xbox One is perfect, but it's got this power brick that I guarantee weighs as much as this N64. That thing is huge.
Basically.
It's very hot, too. It gives
Well-
us quite a bit of heat.
We're giving this away. Check the link below. Fill out the form because I got to know how to contact you when I pick your name.
Can I enter?
No, Aaron.
Okay, fine.
I keep having to tell you this, but you cannot enter into our own company giveaways.
I'll just go on Facebook Marketplace and find my own black box N64 mystery box.
Now, obviously, we're not going to be able to give this away by Christmas, but let's make your year for 2020 better.
Hey, when Christmas is
we're going to
done-
run this for a little bit here. I don't know the exact time at the moment, but we'll run this for a little bit.
Yeah.
You get
And
our
Evan,
entries
you're
in.
going to clean it up.
I'm going to clean it up. It won't be perfect. I
everything.
wish it could be
Yeah.
perfect. We're going to make it as clean as possible. I'm going to make sure everything works. I'm not going to replace the joystick, but
That's
you're
up
going
to
to
you.
enjoy the sloppy floppiness.
Sloppy floppy joysticks. So
But
this
it's
way
free.
you can pull
I mean,
out and be
it can't
like,
be free.
well, you can pretend it was yours when
Right.
you were a kid. You can like pull it around, the kids and be like, oh, this was my Nintendo 64 back in my day. And the controller, we played Mario Party a lot on that. This is cool. I like it.
That's pretty cool.
I think we need to do some other.
I mean, this is. Bleh.
We need to do some other Facebook Marketplace thrift store finds. I found a sweet original Wii. No, actually, no, it wasn't the original. It was the black one.
Right.
I think came out just after the white one came out. At the thrift store, it was in this big bin. You know how they got those big
just roll
canvasy
around.
type of bin rolling around? The thing was there in this big plastic bag, had all the parts with it.
Wow. You didn't grab it?
No, I bought it. That's the
Okay.
one I got. $25. And I felt super good about it because whoever had it before labeled every cable with a
Wow.
label maker. Like they had little tabs around
So they
every
took
cable.
care of it, unlike this one.
They took really good care of it. But that was a super good find. I follow a lot of groups too. There's one, Denver Retro Gamers
Yep.
is a group I'm on Facebook. And people are always posting finds, not just Facebook Marketplace, but they'll do flea markets and thrift stores and all kinds of cool systems like Nintendo 64, some Sega Genesis. Somebody had Master System. A big Master System haul too. They found at a flea market, so it's it's amazing what's floating around out there. But you got to get a good deal. What did you spend on this?
$60.
$60.
That's not bad.
What the? I guess that's
Compared
not
to
bad,
100 and something that
I mean,
the good ones
I
out
was
there
looking
selling
on
for.
here and some of these are 125.
Right.
You know,
So you're getting a free $60 system that you could clean up, turn, and sell for $100.
And the games, though, I mean, I think some of these games are actually going for quite
So yeah,
premium
let's
now.
talk about that. What does it mean to play at the 64 in 2020? Like, are the games relevant? Is it worth digging out of the basement and playing, or should you just move on and play like Dauntless and stuff?
I think that's the thing is, we grew up with it, so we understand this is how graphics looked when we were kids.
Right.
But now
Battle
pulling some of
Tanks,
these
terrible
games-
by the way.
Like
I can't
my
believe
kids,
I bought that game.
They'll pull out Super Mario 64 and be like,
I
Mario
still
looks like
play
crap.
Super Mario 64. I still play it.
I love jumping through the paintings. That was so fun. And it does a little
go.
wiggly effect.
Yep.
It was so cool. Grabbing Bowser and spinning him around. That's what I loved about the Joy-Con.
So
right
this
here.
was the launch game with the 64.
Yeah.
Unlike the Switch, where the Switch launch game was
So
Zelda.
are these still
But
fun?
I would see here. I'm going to say I love it and I hate it, and here's why.
Okay.
With technology today and with the advancements of what we've done, and honestly, wireless has been the game changer for a lot of gaming.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to worry about that cable running across the floor and your brother, sister, and wife.
Somebody runs in
baby
front of the TV,
kicking it off.
trips on it, unplugs your controller.
No, there goes all my saves, and it flies off.
The worst thing
entertainment
was,
center
I'm
onto
playing,
the
it's
floor. You watch it.
Controller's unplugged.
Oh no. So I actually, when I was a kid, I bought all the extensions, so I had
Yeah.
a 10-foot controller. That way, nobody
You
could
can,
trip over
sit
my
in the
cable.
other room and play Nintendo 64.
Basically, I could sit in bed and the TV is across the room, but you couldn't really see. But I definitely think that there is a lot of relevance to these games. Now, do you play them on this system? Do you emulate them? Do you wait for Nintendo to bring it out onto the Switch? Who knows? But I definitely think it's worth it to go back. This is one of those systems that is timeless. You could play this 64 anytime.
Do you have AV inputs on your TV?
I think it still does.
I
know it has the component inputs. I don't know about AV.
Well, if it has component,
It
probably
has the
AV
blue
at the
and
same time.
green and red and the white, but it doesn't have
Because I think
yellow and all that.
it's got red and white, and then one of the components doubles as yellow.
And there's already companies out
yeah.
there making adapters to run HDMI. And it's expensive, but it's worth it if you want to do it. And so my thought is, if you can get one of these for cheap or for free, like we are giving away, might as well.
Awesome giveaway.
These games are totally relevant today.
Totally.
I have just as much fun playing Majora's Mask as I do Breath of the Wild. And in fact, I think this is more fun. It's more challenging in a sense. Games have become easier
Majora's
to tailor to a
Mask
different group of people.
Is hard.
Yeah, this is not an easy game.
One of the hardest Zelda games.
I would argue that this is the second best Zelda ever made.
What's the first best?
That's a toss-up.
Well, you said second best, so you have a first best in mind.
It's not this. I can't rank this one as the first best, even though I love it. Now, you can't go wrong with, where is it again?
Almost there.
Almost. I don't know where. Oh, it's right here. So, the Ocarina of Time, by far, is the one that got everybody really into Zelda.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, there were great Zelda titles like Link to the Past you were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And Breath of the Wild has been a game changer on the Switch. But you can't beat what story and what was put in place with the Ocarina of Time.
Well, and
you wouldn't have what we have today.
The crazy thing was, this was the first time we ever saw a 3D Zelda.
Right.
So it's like, for the first time, we're seeing Link, like, this is what he looks like in 3D, not top-down or little side-scroller. Ganon, I mean, dude, when I was a kid and this game came out, Ganon was, like, huge and frightening. It's like, what is this?
Yeah.
You know? And when he's, like, riding off on his horse and stuff, and I think the first time you fight him in the Forest Temple, he's, like, Phantom Ganon. Mm-hmm. Dude, that was nuts. It was huge. The music, everything
It would
about
jump
it.
through the
was
picture, and you had to aim your bow just right as he's coming through.
It was a big
knock him
honking
off
game.
and then go smack him.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, now, like, compared to Breath of the Wild, it's nothing. Like, it's super small and it's not open world, right? So it's super restrictive and everything. But this was the first time
But it is open world for what it was back then.
For what it was, yeah.
You had the choice. You didn't follow a linear path.
You could run around all over the place and get stuck all day long, you know?
Obviously, you needed to start at certain bosses and dungeon challenges, but
and we have these. So my kids got 3DSs, and we have the HD remakes of Ocarina of Time and Majora's
which
Mask.
makes me go, Nintendo, why bring it on the Switch?
Put it on the Switch.
I will
Let's
give
get
you
those
money.
games. There's such a big difference, but like Majora's Mask, I remember when that came out. It was like October 2000 when that game came out. And it was like perfect for that time of year. It was like a hauntingly dark, difficult game.
It was right before the end of the 64 too.
It was right towards the end, and it was like so fun. And I think at first it got a lot of flack. Like, people were like, "What is this? This is a weird game." And now it's come back to where it's like people really appreciated.
Right.
There's like a cult following almost for Majora's Mask.
Right. People that want just that game.
I love that game.
So, and obviously we talked about the different controllers, and I'd love to talk about the special edition Nintendos before we end here, but Tony Hawk Pro Skater, I loved it on the PlayStation. I think it's better on the PlayStation if you're going to go play it.
I agree.
But still a great game to have. Like, busted out. I did like that you could have multiple players on the 64.
The soundtrack for Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
PlayStation was just 2.
It had the best soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
Like, all the songs. Tony Hawk Pro Skater and Pro Skater 2, I think, collectively, is probably like the best music in video games.
Oh, totally.
You know?
Absolutely. From they didn't have to go make their own music. They just had fun stuff that punk skater kids would have listened to back in the 90s.
It was like this was the scene with the skater kids, but it's like most people never even heard of some of these bands that were in there.
So, talk about one of the worst games I've ever owned. Nah, there are definitely worse games for the 64.
What is that?
Battle Tanks. You ever played Battle Tanks?
No.
So
3DO.
It's 3DO, by the way. We talked about that. They made their own system, which was really cool, but way ahead of its time. Actually, the first system that a Need for Speed ever introduced on.
Serious.
The very first Need for Speed was on the 3DO.
I didn't know that.
It's actually a lot of fun. But it was more of a simulator rather than the kind of arcade-style play that they have now. But anyway, so Battle Tanks, terrible game. But when we're kids, I loved running around, shooting each other. But you were that person who your whole goal was to find the nuke. When you found the nuke, you blew up everyone on the map. It was terrible because the map was over. So it'd be like everybody's having a great time.
Game.
We're blowing each other up,
Let's
and all of a
find
sudden,
the nuke.
one person finds the nuke and
destroy everything.
Completely done. Hated it. There was no way around it. Nuke went off. Game over.
You know how portable the Nintendo 64 was too? Like, I remember taking it.
That was the thing.
on
Threw in your
trips and stuff when I
backpack.
was
Just
a kid.
go.
Yeah.
Better than PlayStation. I was more nervous about my PlayStation and damaging
because
that.
you had the discs and stuff. They were super delicate. Like the 64 is like just throw the cartridges in your backpack and you're good.
So let's talk about the best sleepover party game ever created. This is what got Modern Warfare, Call of Duty, all that going. GoldenEye, 007.
Literally the best.
The best.
You can't top GoldenEye for like introducing 4-player first-person deathmatch type gaming. You know, before this, the only time I ever played like a first-person shooter against somebody was dial-up with Doom Deathmatch.
Doom Deathmatch, yes. I
That
played
was
Dark
it.
Forces 2 Jedi Knight.
Yeah.
Remember that?
What was the other one? Man, there was this other one. Gosh, I think it started with an R, Rune something or another.
Sounds familiar.
I don't remember, but it was those ID software types. There's Doom and Quake and that.
This one's actually hard to get back into. I can play Mario. I can play Zelda.
Why is it hard? Is it like
I
the
don't know.
graphics?
I think
Does the gameplay play weird?
I know you have to mess with the sensitivity and whatnot, but
Yeah.
the way the stick moves and how limited you are in your accesses,
Yeah.
and the fact that I'm used to 2 sticks now trying to control my gun.
Because today we
It
play like
really throws
we play
me
like
off.
Battlefield 5 or whatever.
Where you
and
gotta
we've
use
got
all
2
your
sticks.
fingers to do everything.
And we're strafing, we're looking up, we're looking down, and all this stuff. I mean, Rainbow Six, you peek around corners and things. This one is like you're looking left and right.
Yep.
Can you even look up and down? Do you use the
So
C
you have to use the
buttons
C
for
buttons
that?
to
Oh my
strafe left and
gosh.
right and look up and down.
That's so hard to do.
And so yeah, it's difficult.
Because like
And
you grab this controller and it's like you've got this here and then you got these to move around.
that's why it's fun to play, but it's hard to get into. And that's probably, and honestly, that controller's probably ruined because of Mario Party, by the way. But it's still a classic. It's what led. I would argue that this is what led first-person shooter games to what they are today, in
yeah.
online play.
Made them popular in that too. But you know what? This is what I miss is having 4-player couch co-op.
Yep.
In a first-person shooter. I mean, Halo, you can kind of do that still, but what else can you do?
Well, in Modern
couch
Warfare,
co-op?
you can't even. I think you can do co-op, 2-player co-op now
Yeah.
on one screen, but
Okay.
you can't do the 4-player anymore. They don't do that. It blows my mind.
And my TV
It's
is
easy.
huge, so it's like it's way better than like that 32-inch tube TV
Yeah.
from back when we were kids, where it's like you got your little tiny corner of the screen that you can barely see.
Yep.
And now it's like you've got like big 70-inch TVs and stuff, and you could have like this big honking corner here. It's pretty.
You'd have that
pretty
LAN
legit.
party, you'd call it back then, where everybody would bring over their citrus drop and Mountain Dew.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And there'd be like 8 of you, and you all had to take turns. Whoever the bottom 2 players were had to rotate out, and it was how long could you sit in the chair.
Oh, my
kind of
gosh.
yeah. That and Super Smash. Where's my Super Smash? I've got that
It's the
too.
blue one?
No, I don't have it here with me.
You don't
I
have
think I
Super
left
Smash?
It. I do.
Oh, my gosh.
There it is, right in front of me. Super Smash, also one of the greatest couch party games.
That was fun.
I could
'cause-
play this exact one for hours.
Dude, when that first came out, and it's like, okay, Nintendo characters fighting each other to the death. I mean, not really.
Well, it brought in
death, but
characters too that you didn't get here in the United States.
Oh, yeah.
there was a lot of Japanese stuff.
I love Ness. That was always one of my favorites from
Yep.
Earthbound. Like having him as a fighter.
If you got good at NES, you were unstoppable.
I was a big fan of
See, I was
Kirby.
Link.
Kirby was like my jam.
Link all day,
Kirby, dude.
or Pikachu.
Dude, Kirby's unstoppable as a fighter in Super Smash. Yeah, dude, when you can float around and stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen some people crush it with Kirby and Jigglypuff too.
Hey Jigglypuff. Hey Jigglypuff.
But that was always like one of my favorites too, was Super Smash Brothers.
Right, and literally, we'll have my brother will come over. And we'll get the guys together, and we will still play this. This is great.
Serious?
Now, I literally want to buy GameCube just so I can get Melee again.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite, and that's why I love what they did with Super Smash Ultimate on the Switch. It's so classic.
That's what I did with my
the
Wii.
gameplay is perfect.
Was like doing the homebrew on the Wii. I'm able to play. You've got the GameCube games, and you can do the N64 WiiWare on there too. But the only problem is you don't have the classic N64 controller. You just have you can do your GameCube controller.
GameCube controller is arguably better
that's
for
the
for
best
Smash.
controller. They
Oh, yeah.
even have the new one for the Switch.
I want to buy it
that
for
you
the
can plug
Switch
in
just
and
to play Smash.
Yeah.
That's it.
But you can't play with the N64 controller, which kind of stinks.
No.
Like I miss that.
Now there are some people that are doing USB controllers you can do,
Yeah.
but they don't work properly.
No.
You have to remap stuff, and it just doesn't work.
I
GameCube
just,
all the way.
It just doesn't work quite right.
Right.
You know, and remapping because I actually did that with my Raspberry Pi. I remapped my PlayStation Classic. That thing came with USB controllers, and so I plugged that in. It reads it perfectly, but you have to remap all the buttons, so it's kind of wonky. You know,
I don't
it doesn't
ha-
quite work as well as you want it to.
I've got a few other really good games that I love that I don't have anymore here.
Okay.
Mission Impossible, so much fun.
Okay.
That and WWE.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
sorry, WWF. That was WWF back then.
It was not
None of this
WWF.
EXY.
It was WWF. Was it Smashdown?
Yes,
or
and
something?
that was like they brought in the chairs.
I love-
and you could like have 4 players
Dude,
and you
the
tap them
character
in.
customization on
So
that
much
too.
fun.
Because I would always love making like this big burly dude with like pink tights or whatever and
Yep.
like bunny ears or something. I don't know if that's even something you can do, but dude, that game was so much fun. Do your steel cage match.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, like I don't know. I haven't played like a wrestling game
Since
Since then, but that was my jam.
That
on
was my jam.
N64.
Oh, yeah.
And
Mortal Kombat.
dude. I love Turok 2.
Oh
that
my
was another
goodness.
favorite of mine.
See, I was not allowed to have that one because there was blood.
Well, it was dinosaurs.
It didn't matter.
It
It was
wasn't that
blood.
bad.
Blood.
I like that. GoldenEye, Perfect Dark. Those were my jams. Everything Zelda.
Oh yeah.
So Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Those are like my ultimate favorites.
So one last one. Did you ever play? I know you're not much in the racing games, but did you play the Rush series?
No.
There was. Oh, I love
I
Rush.
didn't. No.
But I went and bought Rush at one point. I don't have it anymore. But I was like, went to go back and get into it. I was like, this is terrible.
What's the worst N64 game?
What's the worst one?
I hate NFL Blitz. I thought that was so stupid.
See, Madden was always better than
Yeah.
Blitz. I like Madden better than
I
Blitz.
just
But
hated Blitz. I don't know.
I don't know. I really was not into Banjo-Kazooie.
Really?
No, I didn't care for that.
Oh,
That's a tough one.
that's a tough one because that's
Or
that's
Diddy Kong.
that's a
I like
great-
Diddy Kong Racing.
Dude, Diddy Kong Racing was the
but
jam, dude.
because it took elements of what we loved with Mario Kart and just made it better.
And they had planes. Like you
Right.
could fly planes around and stuff.
Monkey Ball did not like that.
Oh, I love Monkey Ball. And there's a new Monkey Ball out on the Switch, like Monkey Ball HD something.
you
or
actually
other.
move the whole
Dude,
Switch
I
to make it
love
work.
Monkey Ball. That was awesome. Well, this has been fun. Like I honestly, my opinion, I think the N64 is still relevant today, just for the fact of everything that it did first.
Right.
Like it was the first one to really start with GoldenEye and Perfect Dark and all this. The
And make
4-player, the
couch playing
couch
like a thing.
play. That was fun, and that's what we kind of come back to with the Switch is like couch co-op. So I think it's cool.
Right.
So somebody is going to win our Facebook Marketplace unboxed N64 that Evan will clean
Right.
up.
Click the link below. I'm going to clean it up. I
Yeah.
promise it'll look prettier.
Click the link below. What do you need to do? Click. I think you need to share it too. To
Share
be
it?
entered.
Yeah.
Click and share. Subscribe.
Subscribe
whatever.
us. I'm going to check
Do
all
a
those
bunch of
things. So
stuff.
after you fill out the form to
Yeah.
give me the information I need to contact you, I'm going to make sure you actually did stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and pay attention on our community now and our now pages across Facebook because we're going to be posting more information there, as well as I want to do more giveaways. This is going to be fun.
I think we're
I
gonna
like
start
the
doing a lot more
classic stuff.
giveaways. We've done my collection of 5 PlayStation games that I found in my basement.
Yep. Oh yeah. I'll
Dope
put that
games.
link down
Yeah,
below too.
Have that too. The N64 Classic or the N64 here, Facebook Marketplace, fine. I think we need to dig into some more gameplay too of like some of the old stuff. And, maybe we'll do a little gameplay roulette where I'll pick a game for you to play.
We'll
some
play
old
it for
classic.
like 10 minutes.
If you remember episode 1, I busted out Adventures of Lolo, and Evan here couldn't even figure out
I
how
didn't
to
even know how to
fire
do
the egg. I have no idea. What did you say? What are you calling
We
it?
should challenge
Yeah,
people in
we
the
should do a
office. That would be
challenge.
great.
Oh my gosh, we could totally
We could
do a
have an
challenge.
office bash on Super Smash.
Because you know what? I
a
always
bracket going.
like that. And the other thing I'd like to do, this has been this wild idea running in my mind, is karaoke gameplay. You know how they have carpool karaoke?
Right.
What if you have like
Drive around and play
karaoke?
deathmatch.
Yeah. let's do karaoke GoldenEye.
That would
Where it's
actually be fun.
You have
No
to make
odd
it
job,
through.
though.
You have to make it through the first mission of GoldenEye while singing Bon Jovi.
Sounds good to me.
I don't know.
We'll figure something out.
Let's
It'll
just
be
get
funny.
weird. But anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this.
Hold on, I got one last thing, and I totally forgot to bring it. I know that Josh can be mad at me for running over, but do you remember at the very end of the run of the Nintendos where they did the color editions?
Yes.
All the different clear ones?
Atomic.
I've
Purple.
over the years done what I could to buy almost every color that came out. I've owned the blue one, which is my favorite. I've owned the purple one. I've owned the melon one. I've owned a green one.
I like the green one and I like
I
the
did
purple
not buy
one.
the orange one, and I have not bought the clear black
Well,
one yet.
I think you need the orange one, and you can get those same color cases to swap your Switch case.
And I'm kind of disappointed. I should have kept all of them. I've bought them for cheap over the years.
I
but
should have kept-
I ended up selling them to make a little bit of money here and there. But
I mean, that's the
anyways,
whole thing. Permission to game. It's like we kind of have to do what we can to keep.
At least
going.
I kept my original. I never got rid of it.
That's amazing that you still have that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is Permission to Game. We dug into the N64. It is still relevant today. It's a cool system. right?
Yeah, it's great.
Right.
I think it's a great system.
So,
it's
I'm
one
Aaron.
one of the best. I'm Evan.
If you like what we're doing, like, subscribe, share.
Smash that button.
Smash the like button. Smash the bell, whatever. You got the contest here to win yourself an N64. Check us out on Facebook as well, too, Instagram, and on ourcommunitynow.com. Until next time, peace out.
See you guys.